Okay, so I've just worked the jet through again, and I'm at 3 metres at the moment, so I'll just continue to work through. Hopefully I've cleared the drain enough so that I can see what's going on. No, we're still tracking underwater. I'm just going to see if I can, how much further I can go. Actually, I'll track underwater and just see if we can actually get anywhere. Looks like there could be something going on just at this point here. I'll just pause again for a moment. Okay, so it looks like we had a little bit of a blockage just through here. There was some paper catching that had caught some water through this point here. Let's just see, is there anything? That looks like a bend. It does have a relatively... okay. We have got a roughened surface here which could catch toilet paper and hold at 3.9 metres right here. That could actually be a catchment area. I'm just going to mark this location. Okay, so we're approximately 5 metres to the left of the right-hand boundary fence, and we're approximately 5 metres from the rear of the 5 metres toward the rear of the property from the rear of the home. We're directly below grass. We're about 90 centimetres deep. So in order to deal with this section, this roughened section, we'd be looking at an excavation and a repair, basically cutting out the section. But just looking at it, how rough is that? I'll continue to work through the line. So we're going into a junction here. Okay, now when I got to this point, we're actually probably more at like about 3.8 metres to 4 metres according to the counter. It's just, it had come forward because I was trying to work it through this bend. I've gotten through the bend so I can see down along the pipe, but unfortunately I can't go past this point. It feels like this must be quite a square junction. It's old earthenware pipe, so I can't work any further, unfortunately. As far as I can tell from this point, it appears clear, but I can't, as I say, I'm unable to work any further. As I was saying, I suspect that the issue, I'll just wait for that to stop spinning, the issue may have been actually at this bend here. This was where it was holding initially, and we do, what appears from the screen here, we do have a rough section along the bottom here which could be catching paper. I'm just going to do a quick paper test with the toilet and just see if that could be a likely scenario. Okay, so I'd taken the rear spacer section off the back of the camera and the son location, and I'd lubed up the locator to try and work through the drain. Unfortunately, I can't get past this earthenware square junction. It's too square, and it's fairly rough. I can't work through it. The interesting thing, though, is there is an inspection pipe here just upstream of this junction, which could indicate that this junction is actually the connection to the combined sewer drain. It does run about 1.5 metres from the rear of the property boundary, and it could be, from what I could tell when I did get most of the way around, it could be taking the neighbour's drainage as well and working its way through, possibly to the chamber in the adjacent property from the other street. There is a chamber in the rear of that property which it could work its way to. Just as a note, I did work my way through the drain in this section, and paper was caught here, which was where it was holding water. Once I did work through this area, there didn't seem to be water holding further along into the actual earthenware drain itself. Possibly the issue is just centered around this area. However, if it is further along, we would need to excavate, possibly cut out this junction, or at least cut into the pipe to investigate further if there are any further issues.